So, in the spirit of Groundhog Day coming up in 2 days, we're going to do a groundhog lure. So let's have a look at what these things even look like. Oh yeah, that's it. That's the one right there. Isn't that the meme face? Yeah, definitely making a lure out of that. No, okay. So what I want is apparently groundhog maps. You ever want to find a groundhog, just use maps, man. They're right on it. Right on it. Okay, let's get the side view first of these guys. Okay, that's actually a pretty good one. So you actually don't really see their ears much on the side view, more than I thought. So definitely got a bit of a bulbous nose. And that kind of comes down into his chompers. And it's just a little lip. And then let's make this come down into his body. I'll make a little area here. And what I'm going to do is have his arms basically kind of like this across the body, down below, because it's just hard to have it out here, and it's not really going to help the action at all. So also, check this out. If anybody wanted to know what their hands look like, so that's going to be an interesting thing to carve. So we want a bit of a belly on this guy. And then you're not going to see me draw any back legs just yet, because they're going to be a separate piece. And I'm going to try and get a wire to go right through the middle of the back of the bait in order to get the legs tied to it, so that it spins like this and kind of makes a bit of a whopper plopper action. And let's we'll see where we kind of go from there. So this will just be a rounded off end. So there's the back of him. It kind of comes up almost like he's almost got a bit of a hump on the back there. And then back to his head. And I think I'm pretty happy with that. And then his legs will be right there. Let's make a diving lip right there. So we want it to be a wake bait, so he's going to do this. All right, so I'll get to cutting that. So now that we've got our side profile here, I'm going to try and find his taper from the top view. Groundhog top speed. Not very many good pictures on this. This one's actually not bad. You can use that. Okay. It's kind of hard to see, but that's about the best I can find for a straight-on view of him to get the tapers right. So it looks like his head's a little bit tinier, and it actually just kind of goes. Oh, this is a weird spot because I can't find what I need, and my next one is basically to look for a picture of his butt. All right. That's definitely it right there. That's actually not bad. That's a good shot. So it looks like if we come in a bit and ruffle that out just a bit for his back legs, so we can bring this in and do the same as well. A little bit out, bring it in there. If anybody comments on the shape of that, I swear to God. All right, so we'll take that over to the bandsaw now and cut that out. Okay, so we've made some changes to the shop here. Got ourselves a bandsaw. A little bit easier now to cut some of the wood into the blanks that I need. There's a couple of the blanks here. Also put all of the paints up now on the wall. Easier to get at than having it all in the buckets that I had it before. Also, as you recall doing the rotisserie build on the first video, we've also tented it now. And we've got LED lights right here and up here. And those are the UV LEDs. And that's basically just now a holding rack for baits to then go into this monster that we've now built. So this thing here can fit about 10 to 15 baits in it now. Same idea, same rotisserie idea. Lighting is here, here, and there is a UV flashlight straight down at the bottom as well. Supposedly high powered, and it's doing all right, so we might add some more lighting to that there to try and get, I want to try and get the cure times down to about 2 hours. Right now they're sitting at about 6, so we'll keep working on that. And that's about it for the updates and the upgrades to the shop. So let's get back to the build here, and we'll take the Groundhog to the new bandsaw now and cut the tapers. Okay, so there's the rough cutout there. Obviously very blocky, so I'm gonna have to round a lot of that out. So normally I would do it up on the sander, but I really don't think I need to do too much to it there. So we'll just get to the shaping of how we want the corners to be blocked out now. What I'm doing is I'm actually going to leave this chunk, that's why the lines are broken, I'm actually going to leave this chunk here and use it to round off the shoulders. This will actually make it kind of look like this is actually a bit of an elbow joint so that his hands can come across here. Anybody's still wondering why I haven't made any extra bumps here or anything about the characteristics of his ears, it's because his ears seem to actually be pinned back and quite small on the side of his body. So I'll have to carve that into the actual sides of the lure as I go along after the champ ears are done. Alright, so I'm going to get to carving the champ ears out and rounding this body off now. Okay, so we finally made it to the painting part. So there he is. Lips all taped off. Now I'm just looking at what I can do here as far as patterns, and I think this is the one I'll go with. So as you can see here, we've got kind of a brown color, a dark brown, and then it looks like there's a little bit of tan or gold, a little bit of white, and then it goes into this really nice red down at the bottom. So I'm really looking to do that red down at the bottom just to make the paint on the bait a little bit more interesting. So what we're going to start off with, I believe, is the titanium white to start as the base coat. Go with this color shift black flash, but it's more of like a brown to gold. So I'm going to use that at the base for the color. And then what I'm going to do is come along with this brush on an angle here and try to make it look like the fur, using a mixture of this iridescence gold and this iridescence pearl. And then for the bottom I'm going to do the burnt sienna as kind of that brown red that's at the bottom. And then we'll see what it looks like after that. There's a good chance that I'll take the brush again, this comb again, and make the fur with probably either this color shift with the burnt sienna or just go with a black. We'll see what it looks like at that point, and we'll go from there. So this groundhog just has apparently seen his shadow and will not come out. He refuses to come out. So I gotta get this video out and get something out there, and I'm just gonna reveal it now. It's still a little bit tacky. We're now, I believe, going on 12 hours of trying to cure this bait. So we'll get on to its action and everything and what it does. I guess in our bathtub, seeing as how the weather's not really allowing us to do any fishing outside yet. So we'll get to that. And yeah, so without any further ado, let's get into the reveal here. So there he is, with all these different nooks and crannies that he has. It's just taking forever for him to cure, so we'll just keep tabs on that, and like I said, we'll take more into depth of what he actually does at the end of the day in the next video. So let's pull him off here and take a better look. So there he is there. Legs are a bit stiff still. Managed to get that red on the belly. Took some finishing nails and made some striations with those nails as a bit more depth for the fur. The comb kind of didn't do the pattern I was hoping for. If you look real close, It did kind of make that striation pattern, but it was too thick at the end of the day. So we didn't quite get the fur look that we were looking for there. But I still think those colors together matched up quite nicely and made for more of a cartoony bait rather than an actual realistic bait at the end of the day. And there's the hook hanger there. I still have to install the line tie here. I wasn't sure whether I was going to actually try and put it underneath or up on his or up in this area right here. I think that's where it's going to end up going, but I didn't really want to do that because then it kind of ruins the look of his face. So, but that's the finished product right there. So for everybody that has gotten this far into the video, I thank you again for watching, and click like if you like the video. Click subscribe if you want to see some more of these builds. I've got some very interesting ones coming up, and I'd love to see a lot more viewers catching on to some of these, and hopefully we kind of create more content through these videos of other people doing the same thing, because I think it's a really kind of a cool idea to make baits out of something that's not typically a bait. So having said that, we'll get on to the next video, and thank you again for watching. I don't know if you can see it there, but she's got babies.
Wow, this video is full of absolutely nothing.